Welcome to another episode of Purpose. I am your host, Brittany Zonker, and on today's show, I have Zara Alexandrova on the show. She's a beauty influencer, a stylist, and so many other things. Welcome to my show.
Hello.
Hi, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, honey.
I feel like you walked in and I'm like, okay, you do fashion for sure. You have it together. I love your entire getup. Take us through what you did getting dressed today to have this outfit.
Honestly, I was like so confused and I didn't know what to wear. But I have a long day and I needed to be very comfortable. So I said, you know what, I don't usually wear jeans. Jeans for me is a too comfortable clothes. But I said, I'm just gonna style it up with very sparkly shoes and a nice jacket.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks
There
great.
I am with some red lipstick.
Yes.
I think it's formal enough for a show.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So you've been in Los Angeles for how long?
18 years.
18?
Yes.
And you moved from where?
I moved from St. Petersburg,
Uh-huh.
Russia, my hometown. I was actually in a totally different field back there.
Were you? What were you doing?
I was in a law school. Yeah, I was in University of Civil Aviation.
Wow.
Yes.
You're a smart cookie.
Yes, kind of.
Yes. Yes. So what made you want to change careers?
You know what? I knew since I was young that fashion is my passion because I love to knit, to sew, to paint, to draw, and it was always something pretty. And law school, just because I was like a smart kid, my parents were expecting me to be either a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, because it would come easy to me to be good at school. And obviously in Russia, fashion was not something very exciting. And
Why?
so as a profession, I don't know, it was just like something that very, very artistic families or kids from those families would do.
Okay.
And I was just from a very simple family, 5 girls. Everyone needed to have some kind of a profession. And fashion, I think back in Russia back then, fashion was just something like a hobby for people. They wouldn't consider it as a profession. So yeah.
Gotcha. And now it is though,
No,
right?
yes, now it
it's
is.
a
I
big
moved
influence.
to US. Yes, now it is in Russia for sure, for sure.
Do
Everybody
people
wants to
know
be a
you
designer.
in Russia very well?
They know of me.
Yeah.
Yes, but not like a fashion designer or something, even though I do design sometimes for fun. And I think I've been working on one dress, and it actually was born like this. I kind of made the dress for myself, and I was wearing it out, and everybody in every country would love the dress because it's like so fun, super fitting to every party that you can go to, and it just like makes your body look good, and you're not too it's sparkly and shiny, but at the same time it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, she's trying so hard. you know?
Yeah.
It's the shape
I have
of
a few
it.
Of
Yes.
those.
Yeah. They're so
I have a
cool.
few of those
So
sparkly,
I'm
trying
thinking
too
maybe I
hard.
should produce that dress. I've been working on it, and we'll see.
What is the process of producing a dress? Once you've made
One sample. Yes, and the problem is that when I make myself some designs, what I do is I go to some fabric stores and just buy a little bit of fabric and just like make it one, and then if you want to produce big amount of the same thing, you need to resource the fabric or have it made for you. And
how
that's
do you find
hard.
that same one that you
Exactly,
you
that's
liked
hard.
and the way it flowed and everything?
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to get connected with some factories overseas and see what I can do, because I am a very, very big supporter of quality. I believe in quality very much. And if I'm not going to produce something that has quality, is going to fall apart, I'm not going to do that.
And I appreciate that. And I think a lot of people, when they invest in a dress or an outfit, they want to know that it's going to last them.
Yes.
Yeah, and that they can wear it to multiple things.
Yes.
You know, because there's such specific, you know, dresses or ball gowns or different events
Yes.
people wear things to. So you're saying this one piece. It sounds like that's your.
Yes, I'm gonna start probably with one piece. And people always ask me, why aren't you the designer now already? Because you're so good at it, and it wouldn't be a problem for you to just throw 5 items per year out in a. You know what I always say, and I do believe my answer is correct, that there is so many great designers out there. I don't want to put my name next to them. And just because I still admire everybody else's work, and I don't think I can be equally called the same title and feel good about it. Like, oh yes, I'm doing it. I'm a great stylist, that I can say. I love my vision of others, like how I see other people, and like people can never actually see themselves like that. And when I change their style, they are so happy, they are so thankful and grateful. That I love. I do have other things, like I love art and I love photography.
Were you ever a model? Because I'm looking at you and I'm like, you keep talking, but I'm like,
You know what? I've been offered to be a model many times.
Yes.
I kind of model. If you like look at my Instagram, because I'm very good with camera, and because I kind of don't look at myself as the model. I look at myself as the person who's watching.
Okay. Do you prefer that?
Yes, but I just also think that I'm a poser more than a model.
Okay.
And it's not because I have flaws or I'm not pretty enough. I think I'm older now, and if I started when I was younger, maybe I would call myself a model.
Yeah.
But if just taking a picture makes you a model, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I think model
Well, there goes
model
my
is a
career.
different model is a different.
I guess mine's over. I'm just kidding. So your one dress that you can make into something else. Are you gonna then, once you put that in production, style people with that as opposed to then becoming a designer, or I feel the gray area. Do you know what you want?
I think this is what I want. I think this is my idea of why I'm gonna actually produce clothes. As a very fashionable woman, there are things still that I can't find in the stores with all these great designers, or if there is that item, it's super expensive, and I mean, I can afford to buy it, but I understand also a lot of girls that would want that piece and they won't be able to buy it. I will kind of throw a few items in a market which I would be like, this is a go-to item, and every woman needs this in their closet because it's super easy, super, like it will make you feel good about yourself right away. Like, let's say that little black dress, right?
Right.
But not every black dress is good.
True.
Still.
True.
People say black dress, but no. You have to know your body type, your body shape. I am skinny, I am like this and that, but there are dresses that I would never, even a black dress that is like the same length like the other one, I would still choose, because women need to learn about their body shapes.
Yes.
Like, it's really important. Like,
for how you dress,
how your thighs are coming down, what kind of knees you have, this is all very important. Like, what kind of shoulders you have.
So when you take on a client, is it more of a career-based thing or a fashion-based thing? Do you have a mix?
Yes.
Okay.
So I mainly work with men.
Okay.
I style men. My clients are mostly very successful people who don't have time to go shop, or they're like the new tech guys, and like, you know, they're creating a new lifestyle, and they weren't very super interested in fashion, and now that their life has changed and they need to follow their path, and they need obviously clothes that will lead them to that life. So what I do, I start building them a closet.
This is
I
a
also,
fun job.
yes, very much fun.
You
I
get
love
to
it.
Be like,
I honestly,
here's the budget.
there is no budget.
Ooh,
ever.
yes.
My clients are the best.
Yes.
I have no budget.
No budget. Sorry, if you can't afford me, don't work with me.
Yes, that's for sure. I do have the right to refuse. When I meet my clients, I hear them out, and there are a few times that I said no. We're not a good match. I mean, if I'm here, you need my opinion and my advices, and if you're not gonna take that and you're just gonna tell me what to do, I think you just
Right.
need some kind of a person who can just like go.
Take order. Yeah, you want to
bring
work with them and learn who they are.
I'm selling my knowledge and my taste.
Yes.
So I can't charge you money if I'm not giving it to you.
Right. How many clients do you have at a time, or does it kind of?
Well,
shift?
I never do two people at the same time because I kind of concentrate and like do everything for one person because I believe in doing one thing only and doing it very well. And I don't like to stretch time. I know what I can do in which amount of time, and I never want to charge anyone for another extra day because I know I should have not. It's not fair. So being fair is one of my other things that I really like. I think some of my success came from that I never want to use anyone's, like, if you don't know something, I'm not going to use it against you.
I think that's important too, and building your purpose.
Yes.
So when you first came out to LA, how did you start building this incredible service?
It's a very long story. I came to LA, I actually got married.
Okay.
And I was married for
How'd you do that
about
so quick?
9.
I'm
I
still
just met this
looking.
guy who was like in love with me, and I decided to get married, and
That's not a bad thing.
He agreed that I'm going to continue on my lawyer skills. And then when we got married, he kind of refused. And I had kids. I have 2
you
kids.
do?
Yes, I have 2 beautiful children. My daughter is turning 17 in 5 days.
She's almost my age.
Yes. And my son is 15. And then I divorced 9 years later, and since then I decided to change everything and just like I started working in fashion actually when I still was married with him, and I started from sales, which I love because that's actually how you're supposed to learn everything from the beginning.
And that's important for people to remember.
Yes.
You don't just start at this level.
Yes.
A lot of times you have to have your stepping stones, and you may have to start somewhere that, in your opinion, may be lower than where you want to be.
Yes.
But it teaches you so many of the skills that you're using now.
Yes, definitely. And you know what? Not only that you are working in that, like you're learning how to sell an item, you're also watching other people do it. You also appreciate how people are different. Like every other salesperson is different. They have different attitudes. And you see who grows, which attitude goes further, which attitude, the ones that have big heads and like they're like, oh, I'm just here to make money, they never get anywhere. They get fired or they just quit someday. And there are people who are actually enjoying it and trying to learn and trying to watch others, and this is very important. And then obviously if you're talented in something, one way or another you will be noticed. Like,
can you say that again, please?
Yes, you will be noticed for sure. And I can assure everybody, I did not move my finger to have a job as a personal stylist. It just like I was standing in one designer store, and people would come to that store and they would ask me what I'm wearing. Can I tell them where I got this? And some people would even tell me, will you go help shopping with me, like after work, or can I see you someday? This is how I actually became a stylist.
Built. Yes.
And then I got offered to work with concierge as a personal stylist. I signed a contract with them, quintessentially. They just opened their office back then, and just went from there. And they had great clients, and I started with like really important people. I always needed to make money because I had to support my kids. So I kind of didn't go with celebrities and all this, like because name
take you
wasn't
away.
very important at the moment. What was important for me is to work with a real person and make money so that I can provide living,
family.
for my family. And now that I'm fully
On your own.
Yes, on my own, and I had to work maybe a few jobs at a time. Now I'm more. I have more free time to actually show the world also what I think and how I feel.
That's beautiful. I love your story and your purposes along the way of learning and growing from a sales position, and then naturally it evolved into what your main purpose and fulfillment for yourself is.
Yes.
And in that, it helps so many other people.
Yes.
Okay,
it
so
does.
when are you coming over? Hang on, I wore white after Labor Day. Wrong interview to wear white on. Is this a no-no?
No, I love white.
Okay.
I love colors
Woo!
anyways. Like,
Yes.
there is no ugly color for me.
Okay.
It depends, it depends on the mood. Honestly, every color can look good on you if you're in the right mood.
Interesting.
Yes. Sometimes I can put on a red lipstick and I can look terrible. And
I doubt
there are
it.
days,
Zara,
there are days
you're
that
never
it's just
going
like,
to look terrible.
no.
Oh my gosh. Well, all the people out here that want you to style them and how to find you or look at your Instagram, let's let all the people know how they can get in touch with you or follow your career. We'll tell them right here.
You can send me an email at alexandravazara@yahoo.com. Find me on Instagram at alexandravazara. I have a website called Zara Alexandrova, I'm Every Woman. And also, I guess nowadays it's not hard to find phone numbers also.
True. Well, we have some male viewers that may want your phone number for other reasons than styling. So we're just going to let you email her. Yeah, we're going to cut it there.
Please, gentlemen, don't do that.
No,
I don't have time.
That. Professional reasons only, everybody. But I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your purpose with me, Zara, and everybody out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Purpose. I will see you next time, and I'm your host, Brittany Zonker.
Thank you.